The 4-7 Atlanta Falcons are at home to start December. The 9-2 New Orleans Saints, their opponent, rolling along without Drew Brees, or maybe a better way to put it is they're running along without him.
What a move and a score!
The Saints put their passing game on the shelf most of last week, running the ball 44 times for over 200 yards. Latavius Murray leading the way with 124 yards and 2 scores.
Big day, Latavius Murray.
Alvin Kamara pitched in as well, of course, 11 carries at 4.9 a run.
Alvin Kamara into Bronco territory.
And then there was the human Swiss Army knife, Taysom Hill, who took off 10 times for 44 yards himself, punching in 2 of those 10 runs for TDs.
Hill running right.
That's just an easy walk-in.
Their game plan was partially a reflection of who they were playing last week, but regardless, Hill only threw the ball 16 times and didn't have much success doing it. Some fans and analysts viewed Denver's D as a mini test for Hill, being their secondary has played the pass tough this year. Hill finished with just 78 yards, which is reflective of the low number of attempts, but he also only managed 4.9 yards per attempt on those throws, his rating at the end of the day just 43.2.
In traffic, nearly picked.
Hill also got sacked 3 more times in the game. QB sacks not something the Saints are used to giving up in big numbers, but Hill has taken 6 of them in his 2 starts.
Forced the quarterback up, and Bradley Chubb right there, rock the baby. Look at him right there.
Hill gets to take another test this week, though, because Atlanta's D no longer represents a walk in the park, not since Raheem Morris took over coaching duties.
Oh, it's fumbled by Carr, and it's recovered by Atlanta.
The Falcons not only sacked Vegas QBs 5 times last week, they forced 5 fumbles, recovering 4 of them.
Oh, hit from behind, the ball is free.
All their pressure also helped them dominate the Raiders' passing game. Derek Carr held without a TD pass, throwing for just 215 yards and 6.3 yards per attempt, a rating of just 70.1, while picking him off once.
It's intercepted and picked off on the play. He'll take it all the way.
And how about that run defense, holding Vegas to just 2.9 yards per carry?
And there is no gain.
Season numbers just aren't relevant to Atlanta's defense anymore. It's their Morris numbers that matter now. The Falcons with 11 takeaways and a 4-2 record with him calling the shots.
Oh, the ball's fumbled. The 4th turnover. And Atlanta's got it.
The Dirty Birds offense is a different matter, though. Matt Ryan has had a sub-90 passer rating in 3 of his last 4 games.
Intercepted on the play by Abram on the ricochet.
However, he was without Julio Jones again last week, and in the end, he still did enough to put some points on the board.
Ryan, as he throws, caught for the touchdown, Ridley.
The Saints' numbers against the pass got as big a boost as you can possibly get in 1 week after playing a team without a QB and holding them to 1 completion of just 13 yards.
He's well defended that time by C.J. Gardner.
But even if you throw that game out, they were looking better anyway recently. In their last 5 games, they have 13 takeaways and have been allowing just over 10 points per game.
And it's intercepted.
The Falcons, of course, were one of those 5 opponents. The 2 just played each other in Week 11, the Saints making things miserable for Ryan, and it was that game that Jones left hurt.
And they pick off Matt Ryan for the 2nd time.
So it's rematch time, but as has been the case all of 2020, it's hard to know who will suit up and how healthy they will be. Still, a much better matchup than the records indicate. And Morris isn't just writing the season out. He's making a strong case that he should be the man. Falcons fans, you want to roll with him next year? Let us know in the comments section. Along with your predictions, we have some guesses as well that we will reveal right now.
Get the coverage on the fullback.